Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video, the All About Eyes tag. And I was tagged by Sandra at Makeup Lover USA. Thank you, Sandra. I was so excited to be tagged. Anyway, I'm going to include a link to her version of this tag and her channel so you can check her out. She is just adorable. So let me get started. There are 10 questions, and these are all questions about eye products or products that you use on and around the eyes. So the first question is, what eye cream or eye serum do you use? And I don't really use a special eye cream or eye serum. So basically what I do is when I'm getting ready in the morning, I use this Resist Super Light Daily Defense Moisturizer from Paula's Choice. And I use this all over my face, including up under my eyes, and I really like using this because it has an SPF 30 in it, because you definitely need to protect that delicate area under your eyes. And it's a really super lightweight formula that just goes on like a dream. Pardon my other swatches here. But it has a little bit of color, but it really just it just blends out to nothing. So I use that all over. And then if for some reason I feel like my eyes are particularly dry, especially this time of year, I will also hit it with some of the Resist Barrier Repair Moisturizer. It's over here, maybe it's better. And this is still a pretty lightweight formula, and it's super hydrating, and it just blends into the skin beautifully. So I really love that. So I will sometimes use one or both of these, but I always, for the daytime, always use this. And sometimes I'll add this if it's a particularly dry time of year, and at nighttime I will use this under my eyes. The second question is, what is your favorite under eye concealer? And I don't really have one. I don't have a favorite. I'm still trying to find my holy grail under eye concealer. So I have some of my top 3 that I really reach for the most, and I figured that was probably the best way to go about this. And it's really funny because there's a drugstore, kind of a middle-priced, and then a really prestige brand. So starting with the drugstore, I really like this, I have to read the English side of this, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I really like this. You know what I like about it? What I'm looking for in a concealer is something that's a little bit lighter weight. Anything too heavy settles in the fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes, and I don't like that at all. And this has this funky little sponge, which I just kind of end up tapping it along here, and then just blend it in. And what I like about it, the sponge keeps you from putting too much on, really, and then you just blend it in, and it's really nice. So this color that I'm using is light pale. Then the more mid-price brand is from BareMinerals, and it's their Stroke of Light. And this comes on a little doe foot applicator, and it's also a fairly light formula. And the color I'm using is Luminous 2. But it's nice. It doesn't, I like a lighter weight. And then recently I have purchased and rediscovered from Yves Saint Laurent or YSL the Touche Eclat, which is definitely a high-end formula. But it has this little brush built in. And this is also just it's a slightly heavier than the other two now that I'm looking at them all side by side, but it blends out beautifully as well. And the color shade that I have in this, I think, is number 2. The third question is, what is your favorite eyebrow product? I almost feel like this is like true confessions a little bit for me because I don't always fill in my brows. I just don't. I get them colored when I get my hair colored, and most of the time I don't worry about them too much. However, if you've watched my review of this product, the Gimme Brow product from Benefit, you know that I use this a lot when I'm bridging at the end of my kind of coloring cycle and some of those grays are popping back in. I like to run this through my brows, and this is the light medium. It has this great little teeny tiny brush, and it gives you good control, I think, for applying. You know, my problem isn't so much sparse brows where I'm filling in. My problem more is graying brows, so I'm looking more to apply a product that is going to color the gray. Okay, so number 4 is, what is your favorite eyeshadow primer? Well, I've really been testing out the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer, and I like it. I'm not sure it has very many anti-aging properties, but it's a good solid primer. But I think once I'm done with that, this is one that I really love. It's from NYX, and it's their HD high definition eyeshadow base, and it just is a little doe foot applicator. It's so similar to the Urban Decay, and it's like a fraction of the price. So this is a great one, and you know what? It is sold out so many times in Ulta, it's hard to find, so keep your eyes, be diligent, you'll be able to find it. Okay, so number 5 is, what is your favorite eyeshadow palette? And it said you had to pick one. Well, if you watch my channel, you know I really love eyeshadow palettes. Picking one is almost impossible, but when I've been reading comments, you know, on some of my other palette reviews and so forth, I have to say this really resonated with me when someone said, yeah, my favorite is usually my most recent purchase, and I have to agree with that. So right now my favorite is this enormous palette from Kat Von D. I really love this palette. It is just awesome. It has 24 shadows, lights, darks, sparkles, mattes, everything in between. They blend together. You can mix the colors with each other to get a new color. If you're not familiar with this palette, it's set up that they're in pairs so that these two colors go together, these two colors go together to make a complete eye look. You don't have to do it that way. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on my mood and how much time I have and how much I want to think about it. So the next question is, what is your favorite eyeshadow remover? And this is the one I've really been loving, is from Almay. It's the long wearing and waterproof eye makeup remover pads. I really find this does a great job. I really like it. I wear a lot of waterproof mascara. This is why I left these swatches on, and I just find it really does a nice job of removing. And it does a good job of removing the waterproof mascara, which is important to me. And I usually just take a bunch of these when I travel. That way you don't have to have cotton rounds and eye makeup remover. You know, I'm all about keeping it simple. Okay, so then the next question is, what is your favorite mascara? And the one I reach for the most is from Maybelline, the Cat Eyes Colossal Volume Cat Eyes Mascara. I am definitely repurchasing this. I love the brush. I love the way it applies. I like the way it wears. This is the waterproof edition, so I don't find it has a lot of transfer. It's a great drugstore mascara. All right, we're getting down to the end. What is your favorite single eyeshadow? I don't own a lot of single eyeshadows. I really own mostly palettes. And so the ones I find I reach for the most are taupes. And I have one from Wet n Wild called Nutty, which is really a beautiful, beautiful taupe. And the other one I really like is the L'Oreal Infallible, what's this called? In bronze taupe. Looks like this. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And it has this little stopper thing. And this one has a little bit more of a purple undertone. So this is the L'Oreal Bronze Taupe, and this is the Nutty from Wet n Wild. Those are the two that I would reach for if I were just reaching for a single shadow. Okay, so the last question is your favorite sunglasses. Well, I really only own one pair of sunglasses. And you're going to ask me what brand are they? They're Costco brand. No, I don't know. I bought them at Costco. Emporio Armani. You see all my lights here. I don't spend a lot of money on sunglasses because I tend to, wear them by the pool. They get scratched, whatever. So I tend to go for a lower end or cheaper version. But I like these. They're black. They're classic. They do the job. So that wraps up the All About Eyes tag. If you haven't done this tag, it's a really fun tag to do. It really made me think a lot about some of the eye products that I use. And it was really an interesting tag. So if you haven't done it, I tag you. You should do it. Absolutely do it. And if you do decide to do it, please let me know. Reach out to me by Twitter or on Google Plus, whatever this is now they're calling it. You know how to reach me. Reach out to me. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.